Welcome everyone to Talented Universe on this 14th day of November in 2025. I can't believe the new year is like 7 weeks away or something horrible like that. It is just too much to believe, but we don't have much time today. We're on some time constraints. So I'm quickly going to say, Marcia, thank you for coming today.
Hi.
I appreciate it. And I'm just going to go right to introduce our guest today, Max Cooper the third.
Hello.
Max, I'm just going to say before we get started, thank you so much for coming back. I'm sorry it's under these circumstances that you had to leave The Voice.
Oh, it's totally okay.
I threw something at the television set when you left. I really did. Because you were my top 3 in my little make your own team.
Oh yeah.
And you were, right there on the top row. And I went, no! I got so mad. But that's just me having a spasm attack. But I'd like to welcome everyone in the chat room. We're going to try to get to as many questions as we can. I'm just going to go with this first one. The gaming tuber. Hi, Max. What inspired you to start making music? That's a good one.
Ooh, great question.
I don't know if we asked you that before or not,
but okay, so what inspired me to start making music is when I was a kid, I actually have a YouTube video where I composed like my first song when I was 5. But when I played piano when I was younger, I didn't read music. I didn't really know what to play on the piano. So one of my things that I did was I just made music myself just for fun as a kid. And that's kind of just my love for music kind of inspired me to start doing that. Also, I love movie soundtracks and video game soundtracks. I think I brought that up last time, right?
I think
just how much I love that. And
we might have new people today, so go ahead.
I always imagined like writing music for movies, and then I had some awesome I heard some awesome artists on the radio, and I wanted to release my own music as well. Sorry if I was kind of stuttering on that, but yeah.
Well, let me go one more question, and then I'm going to go to Marcia. From Ollie Matthews. Hi, if you could meet anyone dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you talk about? I think this is broad enough. They didn't say music, so
if you
anybody.
Anyone.
Or if you want to do music, that's fine too. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I probably want to meet like someone from when Egypt was in its prime, and asked who built the pyramids.
Ooh,
was it aliens
what a great answer.
Was it aliens or did you guys actually build it over thousands of years? That's what I would say.
Yeah, that is a good. I agree, Marcia. That's a good question. And from that, Marcia, take it away.
Yeah, because I want to know too, Max. I have a thing for pyramids in Egypt. I love Stargate, that whole sci-fi thing.
Yeah,
really not science fiction, but
yeah.
But yeah. When I was in the chat room when you were on the show the last time, so I listened to your incredible interview, and as someone who I've been in, my sisters and I had a singing group, but certainly nothing in close to what you're doing. But jazz, I like jazz, but jazz is sort of taking a chance every time you sing, because one time you may start over here and you may end up over here. And so what is it about jazz that sparks your interest?
I love the improvisation. I love how it's so laid back. That I mean, I love like the harmonies, the chords, because pop is usually just like simple triads. If people don't know what triads means, that's like very simple chords, just like the most basic that you can be. But in jazz, you have these 7th chords, which are more complex, and these 9th chords, and I just love the sound. I just love it's kind of like when you're watching my blind audition on YouTube, when I'm playing like Cooler Than Me and I throw in this 9th chord, you can see Niall's face. We're like,
yes.
That like stank face. It's like, I love that feeling when I play jazz. I mean, it's just so exciting.
Hmm. And it's as you said, it's very improvisational. So the audience really has to be with you and just sort of relax and you take us where you want to go, and you're not even sure really sometimes where you're going to end up.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's so growing up before I was like a jazz pianist or really got into jazz, I was already just making stuff up as it went. Like before I read sheet music, I was playing by ear. And when you're playing like songs you've heard, like, when you're playing by ear, you're basically making that all up. Besides the melody, you're making up everything on the spot. So my teacher at the time kind of saw that I loved making stuff up, and he's like, I'm going to teach you jazz. Like that's just the perfect thing for you.
Hmm. So your teacher kind of turned you on to jazz. I wonder what your teacher saw in you that that's very, very interesting. And speaking of teachers, how did it feel to have your dad in the same school where you were going?
Uh, it was actually really nice. Right now, my sister's a senior in high school at the same, school, and she's in his class, and she gets really embarrassed when our dad's around because my dad does the dad thing where he tries to embarrass his children. Um, but my dad is like probably one of the coolest teachers at that school. Like, I'm not even saying that. Like, everyone likes him. He's like that really cool. Like, people like whenever it's like lunch, like people just love eating like food in his classroom because it's just a good vibe there. He's just super nice guy. Me and my friends when I was in high school, we went to his room all the time and ate lunch there because also he teaches video journalism and stuff like that. So he has like 10 TVs on the wall, and it's so cool.
Yeah, and to go back to your music, I was listening to Green Light this
Oh,
morning,
thanks.
and I'm excited about your music going forward too.
Mhm.
And I also like the cover of the Green Eyes.
Oh yeah.
Now, did you choose that?
No, I did not. I did not. It was there's a friend of mine, her name is Olga, and she's just amazing, like with art and just graphic design and everything. So I just was like, do this. Like
Mm-hmm.
just make like something like where like the eyes are showing.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can't see their full face. And she's just like, okay. And she's just so talented, and she came up with this amazing cover art.
Mm-hmm. Collaboration.
Yeah.
I love that.
And
Love
she's
that.
also going to be doing the cover art for Cooler Than Me. So,
Oh, looking forward to that. Okay. Michael, do you want to take it back for a
Yeah,
little?
let me throw a few questions at Sunshine 97 says, what's your favorite pastime that's not music related?
um, I enjoy playing video games. I like playing video games. I love playing pickleball, going to the gym, um, watching sports, hanging out with my friends and my girlfriend and my family, and all these things.
In other words, a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes, I just love doing everything.
Mhm.
And let's see. And then just Sunshine 97 saying Green Light is my favorite.
Oh, thank
So,
you,
there we
Sunshine.
go.
And she
We
put a
we
green heart. That's really
And she put a green heart.
Aw.
Yes, I'll throw it back up
Yay.
there in case you missed it.
Thanks.
But anyway, and this is a general question of what Gaming Tuber says. What was it like being on The Voice?
Ooh, what was it like being on The Voice? I mean, it didn't feel real until you're on that stage, right? Like at first I'm just like, I literally had this thought, like, what if this is just one big prank? Like, what if like we're being pranked right now? and then you go on set of Universal, and then you're like, okay, this is legit. But like, I remember like getting all these emails and all these calls, and I'm like, what if this is the biggest scam of all time? And then Snoop Dogg turned around, and I'm like, it's not. There he is. This is legit.
Yeah, I can imagine just thinking of that, and just we've had other contestants on, and sometimes they get messages that say they're from NBC or The Voice, and
Yeah, and it's
they
fake.
just weren't sure if it was true or not.
Mhm.
It's just so weird,
Yeah.
weird. And Elizabeth really wanted to be on today, but she had some issues with allergies today, so I feel so sorry for
I'm
her.
so sorry about that, Elizabeth.
So Elizabeth, so she had wants to know if you have any events or concert plans for the holidays, and that's in general. Have you got now, since you're off The Voice and you're free? Are you planning concerts? Are
Yeah.
you
okay? Yeah, absolutely. So we're putting a band together, and I have tons of music to play, and I don't have any shows like at least right now for the rest of this year, just because we're kind of still recovering from everything with The Voice and stuff.
Yes.
And we're so close to putting this band together. We are so close. It's kind of the last thing that we really need. But I plan to go on tour very soon, hopefully like next year. But I do have like one like solo show like in Kansas City at Union Station, December 20th. There's this thing called the Giving Machine, and they always have someone perform. And I am performing at, I think, 7 o'clock at Union Station, December 20th at Union Station in Kansas City.
Well, that sounds like that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you happy that it's over now? I mean, that you know that you can move on with the rest of your life now.
Yeah. I'm so excited to release music. I'm so excited to release Cooler Than Me, and I'm an artist, so I have tons of music I've written that I can't wait to release. Have an album coming out soon. I can't wait to start like performing. Like, wow. I'm so excited to get this band together, and really I'm just excited to like write music, and that I'm home now. I have my studio, and it's way more convenient than being in a hotel room. It's really difficult to pump out music.
Yeah.
But
because you don't have your stuff with you.
Yeah. But I'm just so excited to get a lot of this music out on all platforms.
Okay,
If a lot of people didn't know, Cooler Than Me is going to be out very soon. Hopefully within like the next month. We don't have an exact date yet, but we want the turnaround to be quick. So,
well, that's great. Now, Arc 54. After this, I'm going to go back to Marcia. It says, "Hi, Max. Would you be interested in collaborating with one or more of this season's contestants on an album? If that's an NDA, then just make a smiley face."
Oh no, it's on NDA. I already have like Aiden Ross has some music out, and he's going to be releasing some music where I've helped like him arrange like things and stuff. I don't actually have a feature on it, and I'm not singing on it. But I mean, I absolutely.
But you've helped him.
I've helped him. Same with Liam Von Elb. Those are like two of my closest friends from the show. Not just that, but I co-wrote a song with a friend. He wasn't on The Voice, but his name's Trey Mutava, a local Kansas City guy. And there's like it's a duet with me and a girl, and I'm really hoping to get someone from The Voice to sing the girl part. So I definitely want to collab and take advantage of it, because I think people would go crazy. Like, oh my goodness, 2 contestants on The Voice. And actually, now that I think about it, Lucas Beltran and I are texting. We've been texting, and we 1,000,000% want to have a collaboration. So
now, a couple of times I have stumbled across some live videos that I believe it was in Nashville. You were doing some street singing with some of your friends from The Voice.
Yes.
And that was so cool.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was so fun. Yeah, performed with Aiden.
I think it was Liam and Liam. Yeah.
Aiden and Liam. And then there's a friend named Broderick. He auditioned for The Voice, but his episode didn't get aired. But he was there too. Leighton Robinson was there. Yeah, it was a blast.
Would you do that again too, or are you going to move on from stuff like that now and get more?
Well, the street performing was more just for fun. Like we weren't doing it for money. We were doing it because we were all together, and we were like, we just want to perform music. Like, we didn't make $1, but that we knew that we just did it for fun. So,
well, I mean, it caught my attention when I stumbled across it, and I went,
yeah.
Well, I'll say hi, Max, but of courcia didn't see it because you were too busy playing the piano. So,
that was fun. Yeah.
That was what was fun about that one. Okay, Marcia, I will let you go ahead, and this might be the final round. Okay. I'm not sure.
Well, another thing that I'm excited about in your future is your scoring of a video game called Impulse. which I went to the little preview site, and about music. What can you tell us about it? It seems like it's going to be really fun.
So it's a platformer. If a lot of people don't know, the way for me to simplify it for people who don't know, it's like that's like a platformers are like Super Mario Bros. It's like 2D and it's side scrolling. Someone's like running, jumping. Basically it's a Kaizo game. And Kaizo means really, really hard platformer. Like it's kind of an introduction into Kaizo. So basically you got to collect these notes and I really like that I wrote music for it because like my music is part of the game. It's not just in the background, but it literally is part of the game. The notes that you're collecting go to the music that I'm writing, and it's just really cool.
It sounds innovative.
Mm-hmm.
Is this something a new thing? Is this something new, or that you all created together? Or
it's so I've always wanted to write music for video games. It's a new thing, and it's a thing I want to continue to do. I want to write music for video games for as long as I live. It's something that I want to keep doing. Worked on it with Stu, we call him Shell Jump. And it's just so cool. It'll be out on Steam very soon. I don't know if there's a release date yet.
Okay.
So yeah.
And I understand that you're a big fan of composers such as John Williams, because you're a Star Wars geek.
Yes, I am. I am.
Which I totally get. Have you been able to see him in concert?
I haven't seen him in concert, but I've seen live orchestras play Star Wars music twice. Once when I was younger. Anthony Daniels, if people don't know who that is, he played C-3PO in the movies.
Oh, yes.
The Kansas City Symphony played just a bunch of Star Wars music for a night at the T-Mobile Center, used to be the Sprint Center. Rest in peace. But basically, Anthony Daniels was there kind of introducing the band, and it was really cool. And then a few years ago, I saw the Kansas City Symphony play Empire Strikes Back throughout the whole movie. So that they were playing the movie here, and then there was the orchestra playing the whole soundtrack.
Wow.
So that was probably the coolest thing I've ever been to in my whole life.
Yeah, my partner went to one of those concerts with Anthony Daniels, and he had tears in his eyes because he's a super Star Wars geek.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
You would get along incredibly well, I'm sure. So when you're thinking about scoring, have you thought about scoring a sci-fi movie, maybe in your future?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, go ahead.
I went to school for music composition, so I went to University of Kansas for that, and what I wanted to do originally was score movies. That's what I wanted to do. Plans kind of change. I still have that theory knowledge, and I still, know how to write stuff like that. I just, kind of when I started becoming more of a solo artist, plans kind of changed. But then this video game opportunity came up, and it's like, wow, I really enjoy doing this. If that ever happened in the future, that would be so cool. I mean, I would love to write music for a movie. But yeah.
Wonderful. I'm going to hand it back to Michael. And thank you for joining us and giving us some of your time. You're so busy.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, now I've got a couple more people in the chat room. Forked Horn asks, rumor has it that Max has lightsabers.
So Forked Horn is one of my moderators on my Twitch streams. Forked Horn, good to see you. Yes, he knows I have a million lightsabers in my studio set up. And they're not just cheap ones either. They're these really expensive metal ones.
Oh, the good stuff, the ones that have the real lights that come on and all that.
It's so cool. I could just, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he also says, what's your favorite barbecue item?
Pulled pork. It's not even funny. Pulled pork is so good. If anyone has been to Kansas City, the best place to go is Kansas City Joe's. Used to be Oklahoma Joe's, but it's called Joe's Kansas City. is what it's called.
Mhm.
So good. So good.
Well, and then I'm just going to close because, as I said, I know you've got another appointment that you have to go to. But Max, we'd love to have you back when our other
Yeah.
two main co-hosts for the show can be on with us.
Oh, it'd be so much fun.
I talked to my other co-host that's in South Africa, and he just went, "I've got something tonight," and I said, "I know, and I know it's past your bedtime, but I said that's why I didn't call you earlier." But he got mad at me, so I think he would really like to be on with you because he was on The Voice in South Africa.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Yeah, he started this podcast with me with the Voice people. So, but he with the time difference because it's 7 hours, you would be 8 hours ahead. So, it was like, oh well, but but he'd like to come, and I know Liz would like to come back too. So, but anybody else in the chat room, I'm sorry I couldn't get to you, but hopefully we can have Max back on again when he's got more time, maybe after the first of the year, and all that stuff. And then maybe he'll know more about what he's got coming up. Maybe he'll have some conferences for us.
Yes, we'll definitely have more info on that.
Yes, that, and hopefully I can get you to some of our Star Wars podcasts too.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have okay. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Please get me in on those, please.
Yes. Anytime there's a new thing on Disney, we have review shows. So we would love
are you going to do it for The Mandalorian and Grogu?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's something else that's coming out in the beginning of the year that we're doing too, I was told. Because it's one of the main hosts of the network. He does those. And I join in, and Marcia does for some, and Liz does for some. So, we just have, we have fun. The last Star Wars we did, we had a singer from Minnesota that was on our show. He started podcasting with us. We had an actor that was from Serbia that loves Star Wars, and he came in and did it too. So
that's cool.
It was really nice having all these different perspectives. So
yeah,
it was really cool. But anyway, I shouldn't have said that on air, but I don't care because you're a Star Wars fan. So
but I also want to say thank you to Max because you answer your fans' questions and help them along in their careers too, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And here we go off so Max can get to his appointment.
Yes.
Everyone, thank you for coming.
So much fun.
We'll see you with Max after the first of the year, hopefully.
Yes.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.